First guest, who is a special part of our Hallmark family, having starred in many originals like Cedar Cove and Murder, She Baked, and so many more. She's a very busy woman.
Yes, she
You can
is.
see her each week as Megan O'Brien on Hallmark's multi-generational family drama, Chesapeake Shores, a fantastic show. Please give a warm welcome back to our show, our friend Barbara Niven.
Welcome, Barbara. Welcome. I know, I love the show so much.
You
I grew up
really
in the Chesapeake Bay area.
Oh.
Yeah, so every time I watch, I'm like, oh my gosh,
And then, but
my
you're
hometown.
saying, well, the sun's not supposed to set.
Well,
on that. I know.
it's okay, it's
little
okay.
acting license.
Right,
yes.
but I like it. I like that they're
Get away
finally
with it.
doing a show based around where I grew up.
I know.
But before we talk about Chesapeake
Yes.
Shores, I have something else to discuss with the two of you.
Okay.
What?
Because Cameron is just as busy as you. And the two of you worked together on another show that I loved so much with Ali Sweeney as well,
Look at him,
Murder,
he's doing
She
it.
Baked.
Yep.
And you say you learned something very important from Cameron.
Yes,
Matheson.
I
love
did.
that.
I did, because I don't know if you remember this, but one day in Vancouver, your hotel door is here, mine is here.
Of course
and
I remember.
And I hear kids' voices in there. And I'm thinking, what? He's got his family? So I peek in. I'm nosy. It's okay. I'm a Mimi. I can do this, sort of like Dolores. But I peek in, and there's nobody there, but you have the kids on FaceTime. So I learned to do that, too. It's not just about having the kids like look at the camera. Hi, what did you do today? Oh, hi.
This
now
is
I want
the
to go
point.
play. Yes. So what Cameron does, it just sets up the camera and then they just do life. He sets one up in his hotel room and one back at the house. And
It's
everybody
literally-
does homework and you kind of go in and out.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what I did. I did a 3-hour FaceTime
Exactly.
while I was in Vancouver this time, watching my grandson shoot baskets.
The
And-
distance
yeah.
between us and our family,
Yes.
while we're on location, when you're having FaceTime or Skype or things like that,
Right.
run for 3-4 hours,
Yeah.
that distance becomes smaller because you're
Sure.
actually having normal interactions with your
Yes.
kids versus it's time to FaceTime, Dad. I'm going to
That's
stand.
so true.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? It's
yeah.
just there. It's just
Yeah,
like
oh,
reality cameras in
yes.
both spaces.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so Solstice is almost 3. She's a girl, and River is almost 6. And so Solstice is now, like, River's been taking the camera around as the person, but now Solstice is doing it, and she's getting her shots.
100%.
I know.
Alexandra's 3,
I know.
and if she's not on set with us here,
Yeah.
she wants the camera on, wants FaceTime on as I'm getting dressed, as I'm getting hair and makeup.
Yeah,
and she
you
goes,
gotta
no,
be
mommy,
careful
I'll
with
just
that
watch you. So she
I
just
know.
watches. They
I
love
know.
it.
And it makes them feel
Wonderful.
close. for sure.
Yeah,
Makes me feel close.
Speaking of grandchildren,
Yes.
any moment, any
Yes,
day, any
okay,
minute,
okay.
like you've got
So
a new one coming along.
I know. So so my daughter is due any moment now. We thought it was yesterday. We thought it was last week.
Oh, my goodness.
So any moment now, we're going to have another little boy.
You're gonna be a
And my
grandma
daughter
times 3.
Yes. And it's either going to be named Wolf or Rain. My daughter's
Okay.
a total hippie, like
Oh, I
nature
love
girl.
that.
But
Either
aren't
one
they
I
nice?
like.
I like them both, but we have to see him first to see.
To see who he really is.
Yes.
That's
See
true.
that face.
Being a Mimi's the best thing ever.
Is being a Mimi better than playing Megan? Chesapeake Shores?
Yes.
Okay. But
Because
just
you know,
close.
but you know
Close.
why? Because Mimi is also what my grandkids on Chesapeake Shores call me.
you. I
Yeah, and the
know.
writers let them do that. So the 2 girls who play my grandkids. Just as soon as they see me, they say Mimi.
Love that. And as an actress, you draw from that experience.
Of course,
I mean,
and I
course,
have
yeah.
like Andrew, who plays on Connor. He always calls me Mom.
Right.
So I just ask everybody to kind of do that
Right.
because being a mom is my best.
It's the best role ever, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
Well, speaking of the writers on the show, this season, so we're in full swing of the 3rd season, Chesapeake Shores. If you've not checked in, you better start checking it because it is good.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
But
This
this is, you
season
say, so
especially.
Megan's continuing to repair her relationships after being away for 17
Yeah.
years. And you say this season she's finally finding her voice
She's finally
in a way that she hadn't before.
Right, and I told the writers actually that you found Megan's voice this year, and I think it's a combination of Megan, the character, doing it, maybe Barbara too, because you know, Cameron, as we act. As we take on these different character traits for the roles that we play, we become things, like we try them on, and sometimes things fit a little bit better, and I find that becoming me. So I think I've become a stronger person playing Megan as well.
It's interesting actually that you
Yeah.
learn from characters as well.
Yeah.
We've got a clip now that we're going to go to of Megan giving some motherly advice to her son Connor, who's having a little bit of difficulty with his girlfriend, right? Let's take a look at the clip.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, Danielle and I are great. We're totally great.
Are you okay? Because you keep saying those exact same words.
Well, I have to convince Danielle that we're great.
Con, ever since you were little, you've had this great gift. You could convince anyone of anything. Dad and I used to laugh because every time you got in trouble in school, you always managed to find a way out. You remember 3rd grade? You managed to convince your entire class that your teacher was an alien.
Mrs. Spelling, she was definitely an alien.
Honey, just because you can convince others of something doesn't mean you have to work so hard trying to convince yourself.
Oh. You made us cry. You were so good.
But isn't that true though?
Yes.
It's very true.
Every one of the actors has we feel like we really gelled this season, and he's such an extraordinary actor.
It is so good this season. It really
Oh,
is.
have you-
really
The
good.
characters that you take on, let me just say this
Yeah.
as an actor too, they're very distinct and different characters.
Isn't
it's not
that
like one
delicious?
size fits all with you, and I
I
really
know.
appreciate that. Now, one thing that people at home may not realize is that you do a series or a show like this, and sometimes the cast becomes very close, and
Yep.
sometimes they
Yep.
don't. You know, it just depends on the sort of the energy of all
Right.
the personalities. But I know with Chesapeake Shores, I know you guys are really close to the point where when you're going up there to Vancouver where you shoot, sometimes you pack a few little things extra for some family
you
activities.
think?
Yeah, just one or two things.
I know. So yes, so
tell us about that. So,
Okay,
I mean,
so
there you go.
Yeah, I know. So I went up this year, 9 suitcases,
Oh
my
my
guitar,
gosh.
my drum, and my
drums?
computer. Yes, because it's.
I mean, all right.
I am a nester. Can you tell? I don't like to go out to eat. I don't like to do that. So I bring my coffee pot, my walk,
I love you,
and I'm
Barbara Niven.
vegetarian. I take a whole case of my Nutrisystem vegetarian stuff.
Oh my God, we're
the same person that way.
I was going to say, he
Yeah, I
packs
know.
vitamins, you
Yeah,
pack
yeah,
bars.
I know. And then on the floor, like the next door over, is Diane Ladd. And
we
so
love Diane
so we're
Ladd so
always
much.
going, and then she leads us in meditations, or we go for a walk. But it's just about, we just are really, really close. All of us are really, really
And you play drums together?
yeah, drums. It's the kind of like Indian
bongos.
drum. Yeah,
Oh,
like
like
the
a
family.
bongo.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sure.
Well, actually, mine is made out of elk. I did it from an Indian ceremony that I went to one time. So, and
very
it's just
cool.
it just gets it out. It gets me centered. I also take my Tibetan singing bowls. I had 3 up there this year, and I've got
You
a
go like
guitar.
this?
Yes, you do that.
Those are
yes.
they make the coolest
Yeah,
sound.
they make the coolest sound, and they just center you. You just
Yeah.
because being away is
Yeah.
hard.
It is hard.
Yes,
Especially for the length of time that you
yes,
go for the
and
series,
and
sure.
going in strange places with characters. Like there's so much emotion this season.
Sure.
We went to great places. I think that the viewers are going to love it. It's got all the drama and the romance and the fun and everything like last year, but we've really stretched it. We've pushed the envelope this year,
Sure.
and I think that the audience and the Chessies are really going to like it.
Appreciate it. We do
Yeah.
appreciate it. I can
Yeah.
promise that. So, speaking of being away, you
Yep.
clearly are so close to your daughter and your grandkids. And when you started first pursuing acting, you were a single mom with a
I was
dream.
a single mom
and,
with a dream.
And you got out there and you got after it and you said, no one's gonna crush my dream. I'm gonna make
Yep,
this happen.
yep.
So along the way, before you hit it big, you took on some interesting roles.
Right.
I'd like you
Right,
to explain
because-
this picture.
Oh yes, okay. So,
I love this, by
when
the
you're
way.
acting and you're a single mom, because like Megan, when I got divorced, my self-confidence was low. I didn't take child support. I didn't take the house. I didn't take the car. I didn't do anything. But I had me and I had my dream. So I figured a way to make it work. I worked out. I taught jazzercise, and I just had a body that got really. Oh, that was
There it
teaching
is.
jazzercise.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
like Olivia Newton-John. worthy.
I
Well,
mean,
because that
look
was
at
that
you.
day. That was Flashdance days.
There
80s
you
were my
go.
best decade. Absolutely. 80s were my best decade.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
This one's
80s
tough to
hair.
beat
I'm
for
made
you.
for 80s hair.
Barbara,
All right,
that
that's
hair
my
is
favorite.
fabulous.
So
That's
I
my
have
favorite.
I have to tell you something. The other night we had the big press thing for
Yeah,
Hallmark.
our TCAs.
Oh my God! I don't know how much they spend. It's like $1 million.
I know, it's beautiful.
It's
Every party they make is
amazing.
so
We see
beautiful.
all our Hallmark
does
family.
Hallmark.
So I started out with my hair nice and straight like this.
Uh-huh.
It was outside. So at the end of the night, that's the hair I had.
So wait, that's your natural
That's
hair?
my natural
Oh,
hair.
you're so lucky.
That's
You
why
should let it go.
Dolores was really easy to do, because it's just like, yeah,
This is beautiful. You look like a Charlie's Angel.
no,
Let it go like
it's
that.
not cool anymore.
Oh,
That's
yes,
my
it
daughter.
is.
It's not cool anymore.
Yes,
is
is.
it, guys? It's not
Okay,
cool.
Barbara, the
Yeah.
80s are back in a big way. Have you seen
Listen.
the high-waisted jeans? This is
I
all
know.
back.
Think
I
you
know.
can pull
All
that
back.
off?
I call
I'm
them
just
mom
saying.
jeans or Mimi jeans, but yeah.
Mimi
yeah.
jeans.
However you wear your hair, we love it. We love it when you
Regardless.
visit. I love working with you. I love seeing you. I love it. If you can get
remember-
it finished up by the end of the show, we'd be very grateful.
Do you remember when we used to shoot Murder, She Baked with Allison?
Yeah.
Like in the scene, I wouldn't tell her I was going to do this, but I did that with her. Like her hair would be out, and I just go. like that. And she'd go,
Just like moms do.
or I'd be doing this on her face.
That's what it's like
That
working
was
with
real.
Always a Mimi.
You got to
Spontaneous,
surprise
Mimi.
each other. I know.
And you can see a whole lot more of Barbara. Chesapeake Shores airs Sundays at 9, 8 Central on Hallmark Channel. We love having you here. Thank you so much.
Yes, we do.
And you stick around, right?
Yeah.